Hello, how you doing? This isn't the Shropshire Union Canal. Hang on a minute. Well, what a busy couple of weeks I've had. I went up onto the Trent Mersey, then turned left onto the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal on my way to the Shropshire Union. And exactly 2 weeks ago tonight, an absolute disaster happened on the Middlewich branch of the Shropshire Union. The canal bank burst right next to an aqueduct, and all the water from the canal went rushing down into the river below, caused complete chaos, stranded sort of 27 boats I think it was, all sat on the mud, complete disaster. Now, I wasn't going on the Middlewich branch until later on in the summer, but it'll be out of action for months and months and cost a lot of money, millions and millions of pounds to fix. Now, remember, Canal and River Trust that I pay my licence to is a charity, and yes, they must have some sort of contingency funds for disasters like this, but this is going to cost them so much money. So I've included a link below to their Just Giving page, and let's see if we can donate some money and get it fixed. Now, the reason why I'm not going on the Shropshire Union, even though it hasn't affected me directly, is a number of viewers got in contact saying that because there's a lot of hire boat companies on the Shropshire Union and also on the Llangollen, they've now got nowhere to go. They're sort of stranded on the journey of the Shropshire Union and the Llangollen. Now, they are long canals and they won't be affected hire boat wise, but you know me, I don't really like going to areas where there's lots and lots of people. So I moored up in Stafford Boat Club for a couple of days. I took a couple of days off, went and did some work, and I've turned around and come back onto the Trent Mersey Canal.
You can't travel north towards Stoke-on-Trent without passing Wedgwood. It's a fine china, porcelain and luxury accessory manufacturer. There are lots of mooring spaces before and after Bridge 104. It's then a quick walk up the road to the factory. I posted a few comments on Twitter and Facebook that I was coming here today, and boy did I get some funny comments.
Ian Dixon was the first one that made a funny comment. He said, "I knew it would happen after such a drastic change in the way you live. You've finally gone potty. Let's hope you don't crack as well." Nice little jokes there, Ian, seeing as I was going to a pottery factory. And John Rushworth commented, "Crockery? What happened to back trees and stuff? Anyone would think you were on a permanent holiday." Well, John, that's exactly it. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. For the last couple of videos, I've done nothing but batteries, cables, connectors. So I thought there's nothing more drastic than a video at completely the other end of the scale, which is about pottery. So I went inside and let's have a look at how I got on.
Josiah Wedgwood worked with the established potter Thomas Wheeldon until 1759, when relatives leased Ivy House to him, which is just northeast of the city. It allowed him to start his own pottery business on this large Staffordshire estate. In 1765, Wedgwood created a new form of earthenware, which impressed the then British Queen Consort. She gave official permission to call it Queensware, which sold extremely well across Europe.
Obviously, there's a lot of testing involved when doing pottery. In these drawers, there's all the different types of glazing and the different colours that they used.
After thousands of tests and experiments, Josiah created Jasper, the most famous of his inventions, in 1774. It was an unglazed stoneware made from blue, green, lilac, yellow, black or white. The iconic light blue jasper gave rise to the expression Wedgwood blue and remains a recognisable Wedgwood signature worldwide.
The museum here at Wedgwood is really quite big. It explains the full history of the pottery company right back to the 1700s.
Josiah Wedgwood quickly became Britain's most inspired and successful ceramics pioneer. His genius led English pottery from a cottage craft to an art form, an international industry that is still going today. There's a factory tour here, but photography is strictly forbidden. But I've been granted special permission to show you inside. 14,500 new pieces are made here every week. The vast factory floor buzzes with hundreds of items travelling along conveyor belts in and out of ovens. In every direction there are different things going on. Porcelain is painted in one direction, and craftsmen and women are patiently modelling and decorating exclusive signature pieces in another. As with all factories, there is a shop here where you can buy all manner of items, or simply have an afternoon tea. I went to the restaurant to have a traditional British lunch of fish and chips. And yes, it was served on Wedgwood crockery. It was then time for me to put on my apron and throw my first pot. I wanted to make something similar-ish to number 2. After doing so well, I got a bit of a wobble on. Luckily Mandy was on hand to help me de-wobble my new jug.
Oh, it's getting there.
It is.
Then, using a wire, I cut it from the wheel. It'll now be glazed, fired and posted to me.
I don't think I'm going to have a job here, but anyway. Give us a paw. Good girl. Give us a paw. Good girl. Give us a paw. Good girl. Yeah, you are. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because I've just got round the corner from the Wedgwood factory into the lock, and there's loads of people here helping and lots of boats waiting to go up and down. Well, I've got my brand new Wedgwood mug with a fresh cup of coffee, and I'm heading north towards Stoke.
But before I go, a viewer got in contact with me this week as her son has something to say. Take it away, Henry.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Not the king, not the queen, but Jono. Jono! Jono!